Right on the lineup, breaking news in West Kensington. A deadly shooting inside an apartment house packed with people. Police say happened just before the gunfire.
And breaking news in Hunting Park. 4 people are hurt, including 2 police officers in this crash. What the officers were doing just before the collision. Keeping Christmas gifts hidden from curious eyes is not always easy. Coming up, the most unusual hiding spots and one you may never guess. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It is Friday, December 5th, 2025.
Hey, everyone. I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with the bitter cold. The coldest temperatures of the season are here this morning.
That's right. NBC 10's Lily Zhang live for us at Penn's Landing with how you should prepare for the chilly day.
Layering up is definitely the way to go this morning if you are heading out the door. Same goes if you do plan to go to the tree lighting later on tonight by Penn's Landing. It kicks off at 6, but there are tons of activities in this area. You can see some of the setup this morning, like that Ferris wheel, ready for people later on today. And of course, there's ice skating. That is where we spoke with some people yesterday. They say they knew it was going to be cold today, so they opted to go yesterday. Now, speaking of cold weather, it is also a good idea to get your car maintenance and checks done. Check your battery, tires, make sure that your heater and defrosters are working.
People driving around in these vehicles and they don't realize, the situation they're in until something bad happens.
And checking brake function is also important. You also might want to keep something like an emergency kit on hand in your cars just in case of a true emergency during these winter months. Reporting at Penn's Landing, Lily Zhang, NBC 10 News.
Now to some breaking news. A shooting has left a 60-year-old man dead in West Kensington.
It happened just before 4 a.m. in an apartment building on Hope Street. Other people who live in the building reported hearing a dispute before 2 shots were fired. Police found the victim shot in the chest. He died at the hospital. After the shooting, several witnesses reported seeing another man leaving the building with a gun before getting into a car. Police pulled that car over a short time later. They say the driver was armed. He is now talking to police as investigators work to sort this all out. And still more breaking news, this time in Hunting Park. That's where a police car and a small car collided.
Yeah, 4 people went to the hospital, including 2 police officers. NBC 10's Neil Fisher has an update on how they're doing.
The Philadelphia Police Department tells us the outcome of this crash could have been much worse. 4 people were injured, including 2 Philadelphia police officers. Everyone involved was transported here to Temple Health to be treated for their injuries. The crash happened just after 2 o'clock this morning at Reese and Hunting Park. A smart car occupied by 2 30-year-old women struck a police car with 2 officers inside. The front of the smart car has significant damage, including to the windshield. Police tell us that both women had injuries to their face and head, even though the airbags were deployed. The driver's side of the police SUV was damaged, and airbags inside their car went off as well. We're told that the officer who was driving injured his face, and the other officer was in the passenger seat. He reported pain as well. Right now, we know that the crash investigators will be leading the investigation, including taking a look at nearby surveillance cameras for more information. Both of the male officers involved in the crash are stable, as well as the 2 female occupants of the smart car. Everyone is being treated here at Temple Health this morning. Reporting in North Philadelphia, Neil Fisher, NBC 10 News.
And also breaking, a car slammed into a home just after midnight in Wilmington and left behind a mess based on tire tracks on the front lawn. It appears the driver hopped the curb, plowed right into the front of the house here along Wilson Road. A lot of damage to the home. Paramedics rushed the driver to the hospital, working to find out how that person is doing. SEPTA's Regional Rail about to get some much-needed help.
Yeah, today the transit agency going to be receiving 10 leased rail cars from Maryland. SEPTA says it will take some time to train crews and mechanics on them. So the cars are not going to be on the tracks until the middle of the month. Once that happens, it's going to help to ease some of the issues that have popped up with the ongoing Silverliner 4 inspections and maintenance. SEPTA says riders should still expect service disruptions as more rail cars return to service. Also today, negotiations resume between SEPTA and its largest union, Transport Workers Local 234, represents 5,000 bus, subway, and trolley operators, along with mechanics, cashiers, Maintenance staff members have been working without a contract since their previous agreement ended last month. The union voted to authorize a strike if a new contract agreement is not reached. Hey, this is a huge day for soccer fans in Philadelphia and really around the world.
It's the big FIFA World Cup draw. Soccer's top stars will represent their countries, playing games in the host cities across North America. You see the cities here on the map. Total of 16, including right here in Philly. Live look at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., where that drawing is going to take place. It'll determine which teams play each other in the group stage of the tournament. Lincoln Financial Field will host 5 of those group stage matches next June. There'll also be a quarterfinal match played here on the 4th of July. NBC 10 will have live coverage of the draw from the nation's capital and at watch parties in Philadelphia. You can find much more by scanning the QR code on your screen. It'll take you to our website for a complete guide of the event and celebrations happening all around our area. Happening today, you can take advantage of the cold weather in the Lehigh Valley.
Blue Mountain Ski Resort, it's opening back up. The slope's going to be open for skiing and snowboarding starting at 9 this morning. According to the resort's website, guests are going to be able to start tubing next Thursday, the 11th.
Live look at the Independence Blue Cross River Rink at Penn's Landing, where NBC 10 will help you get into the holiday spirit tonight. As Lee mentioned, it is the annual Winterfest holiday tree lighting. Fun kicking off at 6 with festive live performances and our very own First Alert meteorologist Bill Henley will be leading those festivities ahead of the tree lighting. If you aren't able to head to Penn's Landing in person, join us this afternoon on NBC 10 News at 4 o'clock for all the excitement. All right, we got to talk about this. Aside from the tried and true bedroom closet, apparently people are using a few other prime spots to keep gifts hidden ahead of the Christmas holiday.
People are putting major effort into hiding gifts. There are the usual spots like closets, basement, garage, right? Others are stashing them elsewhere. But a new survey shows 19% of people are hiding gifts at a family member or friend's home. 10% are putting gifts at work. That's smart. 8% are hiding them inside of appliances. 4% are hiding gifts in the trash to keep them from being discovered. In the trash! All right, so we're talking about gifts for friends and spouses here. But also part of the survey, they talked about Santa, right? Kids are going to ask their parents about gifts from Santa an average of 51 times over the course of this holiday season.
I believe it, yeah.
And I feel like the lists are getting longer and longer for Santa, too.
More and more expensive, and yeah, of course.
I'm like, God, I got to cut this off. Like, cut it off. Like,
he's got so many houses to go to.
You haven't been
limited
that
amount
good.
of time.
You have not been that good.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You're being real.
Reel it in. Hey, Chipotle and luggage, 2 things you probably wouldn't think go together, but they do now.
Apparently, luggage brand Base is teaming up with the restaurant chain for a new to-go collection inspired by Chipotle's real food and iconic packaging. Get this, the collection features insulated pieces to keep your Chipotle warm on the go. It goes on sale next Monday. First 5,000 orders will include a free entree code from Chipotle to enjoy during upcoming travels. Great marketing right here in advance of that.
But it actually is kind of cute. That shiny silver.
Yeah.
It's
if
kind
you go to Chipotle all the time, then yeah, this is probably a great thing to have.
I would not use it for like Chipotle. I would just use it for, I don't know, but it's a cute bag. Like they did this right.
All right.
And I'm not one for like this little, they did it right.
The restaurant bag craze?
I mean, is there a restaurant bag?
Yeah. Trader Joe's. Didn't a fast food restaurant do it recently too? It was like a hot dog, or it was a what was it?
I don't know.
Was it a piece of celery, or remember what I'm talking
Trader
about?
Joe's, but that's a bag that you can carry groceries in, like anything.
Well, no,
that's not the
it's
same.
a tote. Remember the little tote?
I know, but you
really
can
carry.
Yes, but people were like using it as a purse. This is. I don't know. I just like the way it looks.
You can get your $250 iPhone bag. Remember that pouch?
Yes. Now they do make purses. What you're talking about? They do make purses that look like celery or like whatever. But that's a thing.
Okay.
This is different. Can we show that again? Look. I mean, it kind of looks like luggage, doesn't it?
How much is this? Have we
look at it. Look at how it matches. Look at how it matches.
Man.
You can put anything in that little stuff. Look at that. Okay.
All right, I'm looking this up. How expensive is this?
I like it. And then you get the little hot pepper keychain on there.
$278 for the Chipotle large check-in roller. $378 for the burrito duffel. So this is your thing, man.
The burrito duffel's cute. The burrito
The
holder.
burrito
so they got
holder's
the
48.
They got the holder sling that's $48, but then I like the duffel.
Yeah, and then the burrito itself is $48 probably. How much is the burrito? You know what I mean?
But it stays warm. We talked about
That's
this
it,
a
that's it,
long
exactly.
time. That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. You can also catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day and a great weekend.
See you.